Hi everyone! Today I will be going over our new alternative testing platform, which is available through our AIM or Accessibility Information Management portal. This is where faculty members will complete exam instructions and upload exam files for students approved for academic accommodations. In this tutorial, I will explain the two templates faculty members may need to complete when receiving an exam request from a student. The first template is the Alternative Testing Instructions template. This template is required once per course at the beginning of the semester and applies to all exams and quizzes in that course. The second template is the Exam Instructions template. This template is only needed when exam-specific details differ from the alternative testing instructions, such as exam format, allowed resources, online passwords, uploaded files, or other special instructions. As a best practice, faculty members should complete the alternative testing instructions template first. If exam details remain the same throughout the semester, additional exam instruction forms may not be necessary. It is also important to double-check that the correct exam files are uploaded for each student request, especially because some students may be completing makeup exams, testing at different times, or taking exams for different course sections. Now let's begin the tutorial. Faculty members will receive one of two different emails from the Accessibility Resources Center, or ARC, when a student requests to take an exam using our approved accommodations. The first email is sent when the very first student in a course submits an exam request. This email directs faculty members to complete the Alternative Testing Instructions template. Once completed, these instructions are automatically applied to future students requesting accommodations in the same course. The second email is sent when another student submits an exam request for the same course. In most cases, no additional action is required because the alternative testing instructions have already been completed and applied to the course. If an exam file was uploaded for the first student request, that file may also automatically transfer to future student requests for the same exam. However, it is always a good practice to double-check that exam files were properly attached to each student request. If a student selects a different exam date or time than the one entered by the instructor, the files may not automatically attach to that request. Later in the tutorial, I will explain this process in more detail. The next sections will walk you through each email format. Starting with the first email received from ARC. The subject line will state, ARC Action Needed, Alternative Testing Instructions for Scheduled Exams. This email will include information about the student request, including the course, student name, exam type, date, time, and approved accommodations. A screenshot of the email and the highlighted request information is shown below. At the bottom of the same email, there will be a hyperlink directing you to the Alternative Testing Instructions template. Completing this template is required for the first exam request in a course. Once completed, the instructions will automatically apply to future students requesting accommodations in that course. The second email format will have a slightly different subject line. The subject line will state, ARC New Exam Request. This email indicates that another student in the same course has submitted an exam request through ARC. The alternative testing instructions completed for the first student should already be associated with this request. A screenshot of the email and the highlighted request information is shown below. At the bottom of this email, you may see one of two notifications. The first notification indicates that no exam files have previously been uploaded. In this case, a hyperlink will be provided for you to upload the exam. The second notification is an important note stating that a previous exam file has already been uploaded. If you need to review or upload an updated file, a hyperlink will also be provided. This notification serves as a reminder to verify whether the exam files were successfully attached to the student request. Next, I will demonstrate another way to access the Alternative Testing Instructions template through MyCharger. First, log into MyCharger using your university credentials. Once you are on the main dashboard, select the Accessibility Resources icon. This will redirect you to the AIM portal. Once the page loads, an access policy message will appear reminding faculty members about FERPA confidentiality requirements and student record policies. To continue, click Continue to view student accommodations. Selecting this button confirms acknowledgement of the university's FERPA policy regarding student records. The button is highlighted in red below. After selecting Continue, the main faculty page will appear. To access alternative testing materials, select the Alternative Testing subsection located on the left side of the screen under the Home section. Once redirected to the Alternative Testing dashboard, there are two ways to access the Alternative Testing Instructions template. The first method is to click the courses without Alternative Testing Instructions. Hyperlink located in the Alternative Testing Instructions box. The second method is to click the Alternative Testing Instructions banner located at the top right side of the page. Either method will redirect you to the Alternative Testing Instructions page. Once redirected, you will see a list of courses that still require alternative testing instructions. The first step is to review the courses that need instructions. Then, click Specify next to the course you would like to complete instructions for. There are two methods for submitting alternative testing instructions depending on whether the instructions apply to one course or multiple courses. The first method is for a single course. To complete instructions for one course, click Specify next to the course CRN. This will redirect you to the template that you need to fill out. The second method is for multiple courses or multiple sections with the same testing procedures. You can select multiple courses using the checkboxes and then choose Specify Alternative Testing Instructions in bulk. This option is useful when testing instructions will remain consistent across multiple sections or courses throughout the semester. Once the template loads, a list of questions will appear for completion. On the left side of the page, the course information section provides additional information regarding how exams are administered through ARC. On the right side of the page, faculty members will complete the list of questions and contact information sections. These questions include approximate exam dates, allowable resources, exam pickup information, exam clarifications, exam format, and contact information. Once the alternative testing instructions are completed, scroll to the bottom of the page and click Submit and continue to specify exam dates. This will submit the alternative testing instructions and apply them to the selected course or courses. A new window will then appear where you can complete the exam details and exam date instruction sections. This section allows faculty members to provide exam-specific instructions, upload exam files, specify whether the exam is online or in person, and provide passwords or additional instructions for online exams. This section is optional if you plan to upload files individually for each student, and your exam instructions will remain the same throughout the semester. Additionally, an approval grace period is also available when creating exam dates. A grace period allows exam files and approvals to automatically attach to student requests submitted within the approved date range. Without a grace period, though, files will only automatically attach when students select the exact exam date and time entered by the instructor. If students choose a different date or time, files may not automatically attach to their request. Because of this, faculty members should always double-check student requests and uploaded files. Once the exam details section is completed, click Save Exam Date to submit the form. A successful submission will display a green confirmation message at the top of the page. Under List Exam Dates, you will be able to see your most recent submission. Existing exam dates can be modified, duplicated, or deleted using the available hyperlinks. Additional exam dates may also be added throughout the semester under the Add Additional Exam Dates section. Faculty members may choose to upload exam details and files at the beginning of the semester or update them later if changes occur to exam dates, times, passwords, allowed resources, and exam instructions. Remember, exam files will only automatically attach if students select the correct exam date and time or fall within the approved grace period range when making their student exam requests. Next, I will review additional ways faculty members can upload or modify exam files after completing alternative testing instructions. As a best practice, faculty members should regularly review the alternative testing dashboard under the Upcoming Exams section. This dashboard provides a summary of courses missing alternative testing instructions, exams without uploaded files, and incoming student exam requests. Under the Exams Without Files Uploaded section, there are two options for uploading exam files. The first option is uploading by exam date. To begin, click the Upload to Exam Date hyperlink. You can then select the exam dates you would like to upload files for and click Upload Exam. If files need to be updated or replaced, you may also use the Modify hyperlink. This is a screenshot of what Step 1 and Step 2 look like. An important reminder is that uploading files by exam date will only automatically attach files to students who selected the exact exam date and time entered by the instructor for their exam request. Applying a grace period allows files and instructions to attach within an approved date range. Faculty members should still verify that students are receiving the correct exam version, especially when makeup exams or multiple course sections are involved. Moving on to the second upload option, uploading files to individual students. To begin, click the Upload to Individual Student hyperlink. This will redirect you to a list of student exam requests. You may select one or multiple student requests using the checkboxes. If files were previously uploaded, a View File option will appear. Additional or updated files may still be uploaded if necessary. After selecting the requests, upload the exam file and export the exam data to the selected student requests. Uploading files directly to individual students ensures that files are attached even if the students test on different dates or times than the original scheduled class exam. And this is what Step 1 and Step 2 look like when uploading files to individual students. Before concluding, here is a quick overview of how exam file linking works. If a student selects the exact exam date and time entered by the instructor, the exam file should automatically attach to the request. If a student selects a different time or date, the files may not automatically attach unless an approved grace period was applied. Grace periods provide additional flexibility by allowing files and instructions to attach with an approved date range. Because students may occasionally select incorrect dates or request makeup exams, faculty members should always verify that the correct exam files are attached to each student request. Additional information is provided below. A direct link is included in the tutorial PDF that will take you to the page displaying all courses that still require alternative testing instructions. You will also receive an email notification after a student completes an exam through ARC. The subject line will state ARC, completed exam uploaded. The email will provide the student's name, exam date and time, file name, file type, file size, and instructions for accessing the completed exam. You may then follow the steps provided in the email to review the completed exam submission. Thank you for following along with this tutorial. If you have any questions or need assistance, please contact the Accessibility Resources Center or ARC. Email is arc@newhaven.edu and our phone number is 203-932-7332. We are here to help and support you throughout this entire process. Thank you.